Shalom, sisters and brothers. How was everybody's Shabbat? I'm pretty sure it went well for everybody. Family, today we're going to see and understand why the Most High tells us in Revelations 18:4 to come out of her. You know, that's just not something to say because the Most High didn't have nothing else to say. You know, a lot of things go with that. And we got to understand why, you know, and follow what he says. And this is the only way that we're going to be successful going through these things that we got to go through. And I mean, we probably got some rough stuff ahead of us here. But we have to be in obedience and come out of this world. All right? So let me read the verse. Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. Okay, that's clear, family. Listen, when the Most High called you into this truth, he actually was calling you out of this world system, you know, this spiritual Egypt that we're in now. Like he delivered us from ancient Egypt. So when he calls you out of it, he doesn't intend for you to remain there or go back. And you know the story of our forefathers. They were delivered from Egypt, but most of them wanted to go back. You know, their minds were stayed on the place of their mistreatment and captivity. You know. So when we're called out of this world system, you know, through the word of the Most High, the true gospel, why are we trying to cling to it and participate in a system that is not fair at all? It's not meant for you to be successful under this government. And not only us, that goes for everybody. It was not meant to be fair. It is to serve the very wealthy. The people who actually run this country that you never see. You think it's the people in Congress and the House and Senate and the president. No, they have marching orders. They are following orders from the people that you never see. And you have to understand that, family. And this is why us believers, we stay away from this thing they call voting for the president. You know, it's all a farce, family. You know, you think it's a difference between Democrat and Republican when they're two sides of the same coin. You know, there is no difference. You're made to think there's a difference. So it makes you feel like you have some control, you know, of how your life should be after you elect these people. But you have no control. They just give you the illusion of having power to choose between candidates, but you really don't. And so today I'm going to explain to you, along with other scriptures, you know, we'll see what's going to happen in the end. But let's explain how presidents are elected, okay? Now, if your vote counted, which is the popular vote, then Hillary Clinton should be our president. Do you know she had 2,864,974 votes more than Trump and still didn't get elected? Now that's the popular vote. I mean, more people in America, the United States, voted for Hillary. Not saying that that was any better either way, but I'm just showing you. Now, if we were in school and, you know, there were 20 people and we're going to vote for the class president, well, if it's 20 people and 15 of us voted for that one person, then he would be the class president because the majority ruled. Not so if we're voting for president, okay? They are decided by 535 people. That's who elects presidents. It's called the electoral vote, electoral college. Okay. There are 538 electoral votes. It's 535 people, you know, in Congress. The District of Columbia automatically has 3 votes, okay? So that makes it 538 electoral votes. Now take a state like Texas. They have 38 electoral votes. And they go by the amount of people that you have in office, you know, in Congress. That's how many electoral votes you'll have. You got 3 people in there, then your state has 3 electoral votes. Okay? So now, even though a candidate might receive way more popular vote than the other, it's the one who get to 270 electoral votes first is the one that wins the presidency. You get it? Because whoever gets 270, that means the second candidate can't get but 268. Do the math, add it up. That adds up to 538. Okay? So if the first one that gets to 270 wins. It's just that simple, family. Your little vote really didn't matter because it's going to be the 538 that gets him elected. And that's just the way that goes, family. You have to understand these things before you run out there and let these athletes and famous people and all this herd you to the polls, you know, because unfortunately your popular vote is going to count for very little in the scheme of things. So you need to do a study on the electoral votes, electoral college, and see what I'm talking about. Educate yourself on this matter. So why would we, or why would the Most High want us to be part of a crooked system? This is why he wants us to not take no part in the world, you know. Separate yourself from them. Of course we got to live here, but you don't have to be involved in their wickedness and evilness, because it's nothing fair about it, okay, at all. So we're gonna read scripture and we're gonna see why we shouldn't, and we're gonna see what's going to happen, you know, very soon when the Most High returns, when Mashiach returns, and you don't want to get caught on the wrong side, family. You don't want to get caught going back to Egypt spiritually. He delivered you from Egypt when he called you into this truth. So why are you going to keep participating in this world's system? You know, do what it takes for you to live and survive without being attached to any of this matrix-like nonsense. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Most High, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. See, as it come out from among them. You know, you're voting against your best interest anyway. Because whoever gets in there, you're not going to benefit from it at all. You know, you just really just, it's an exercise in futility. That's about what it is, you know. You thinking it matters, but it doesn't. You know, I know a lot of people get up and say, oh man, you don't vote, then you ain't got the right to complain. Well, I've been voting that all these years, and I got plenty of stuff to complain about. It's not going to do any good. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. See, the Most High called us out of this sinister government. Don't participate in it. You know, there's nothing good going to come of it. You see just how things are happening, how much control that they already enforcing on you, making you turn your own home into a prison, or you can't go outside, or you gotta wear a mask, you gotta have on gloves, or if your family goes into the hospital, you can't go see them. You're not allowed in the hospital. You know, I mean, just one thing after another, and this is what you voting for? You voting against yourself, your own best interest. You know, it's crazy. The people that's in office now were voted in there, and look what they're doing. Making you out of a prisoner in your own home. Since they don't have enough prisoners to hold 350 million Americans, they make you turn your own home into a prison by telling you you got to stay in, you got to be quarantined. See, you have to watch it, family. I mean, ain't nothing good about this. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. See, family, you're going to have to choose one or the other. You know, it's not no fence straddling. Like I say, the Most High delivered you out of this world when you came into the knowledge of the truth. Why keep looking back? Why keep trying to make this world work for you? This is not our world. This is not the kingdom that the Mashiach is going to rule over. None of this wickedness will be going on. He's going to destroy this. This system that's in place now, it's going to be destroyed. So you want to be on the wrong side of that when it gets destroyed? By keep participating and attaching yourself to it? I wouldn't. Let's see here. 1 John chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. Ye are of Elohim, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world hears them. See, if you're of the world, then the world can understand you. But those of us who's not of this world, we're hated. John 15:19 says, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. Isn't that true, family? You see how the world hates you? Hates people of the Most High, who is living by his word, who has accepted the true gospel, not doctrines of men, the true gospel. Of course they're going to hate you. Colossians chapter 3, verse 1 through 3. If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sits on the right hand of Elohim. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach in the Most High. See, family, don't get your heart set on these things on this earth. This is passing away. This world has been judged. America has been judged. So don't set your things on this world. Set your things about the coming rulership of Mashiach, and seek to be a part of it. Because this thing we're in now, oh, it's past being taken down. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5 and 6. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Verse 6, therefore, as I live, said the Most High, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. See, the Most High is, he's saying he's going to kill them. In other words, the ones that shed the blood of the children of Israel. And that hasn't happened yet, family. So if it hasn't happened yet, what does that tell you? We're the children of Israel. We're the Most High's people. And they're going to be dealt with severely. Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such were oppressed, and they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressors was their power, but they had no comforter. See, the oppressors are the one that has other people giving them power. Everything is good against you. You know, we don't have nobody to speak for us in this world. We seek our answers from the Most High. There's not a man on this earth that can deliver us from nothing. You can march, protest, do all the activism you want. It's not going to work. Only the Most High. And the sooner we realize that, you know, the better things will be. We keep thinking we know better how to do things than the Most High. This is why we still go through a lot of unnecessary things. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. It just shows you how bad things are going to get, family, and you need to be on the right side of it. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. See, it's telling you how bad those times are going to be. You know, when the Most High's wrath fully falls down. So do you want to be one of those whose heart has turned back to Egypt, America? You know, you see what happened to our ancestors. You know, most of their hearts were longing to go back to Egypt, and the Most High destroyed them. And those he didn't destroy, they wandered around in the desert for 40 years till they died off. Only a few got to go in with Joshua. So we have to separate ourselves like the Most High tells you to do. Micah 5:15, and I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard. See, it's not going to be nothing pretty, family. I mean, it's going to be so bad, even us who believe and love the Most High and obey could be shaken a little bit when we see all these things happen. You know, it's not going to be pretty. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. See, let's look back at history, family, in ancient Egypt. Now, when the Most High got ready to deliver his people from Egypt, he brought them all out. Did he not? Not one got left behind. Now, I'm sure within that group was those who really didn't want to leave. But he brought them all out and took them to the wilderness. And there he starts giving them the law and statutes. All right? But there were those that rebelled. And those are the ones who were, you know, pretty much destroyed, or made to wander until they died because of it. And so when I look at it, the same thing is going to happen. When I look at Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 34 and 38, I can see the same thing happening. Because remember now, the scriptures tell you, you know, the things that was are things it's going to be. And so it's going to repeat. And we can find that out in Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 34 and 38. Let's read it. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein you are scattered, and with a mighty hand, and with stretched out arm, and with fury poured out. Isn't that how he got them out of Egypt? With a strong hand and fury? Okay, let's keep reading. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there I will plead with you face to face. Isn't that not what happened? He took our people into the wilderness. This is where they start doing all the belly aching and complaining and all this. All right? Let's continue. Verse 36 says, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, saith the Most High. Now that shows you this is a future event, because he's comparing it to when he delivered our forefathers out of Egypt. This is a comparison. He said, just like I pleaded with your forefathers in the wilderness, when he delivered them out of Egypt, so will I plead with you. Okay? Verse 37. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. Verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and you shall know that I am the Most High. Is that not what he did? He purged out all those rebellious people in the wilderness when he delivered them out of ancient Egypt. And they didn't go get to see the land that was promised to them. Did they? No, they did not. And the same way it's going to be today. I believe the Most High is going to say, is going to come and get all his people. Because let's read verse 7 again. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay? So the Most High is going to my understanding, he's going to do what he did in ancient Egypt. He's going to get all of his people. But then we got to go into the wilderness, and that's where the separation starts. As he says, he's going to purge out the rebels, just like he did the first time, from among us. And they won't get to see the promised land. You see how that works, family? The Most High is consistent. You cannot say this. These scriptures are not true. You can't make this stuff up and make it fit. Matthew 24, verse 21 and 22. We're going to see some more how bad it is. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor shall ever be. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. See, he's telling you again, this is going to be so bad. I mean, it's never happened before. And after this, it's never going to happen again, because this is going to be real bad, family. And he said, if the Most High don't shorten the days, wouldn't no flesh live. But for our sake, the elect's sake, the chosen of the Most High, he'll shorten those days of tribulation. Other than that, all flesh would perish. Okay? Let's see. Let's see what Zephaniah says. Zephaniah 1, verse 14 through 18. The great day of the Most High is near. It is near, and hastens greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Most High. The mighty shall cry bitterly. See, it says that the day of the Most High is hastening. It's been beginning to hasten on its way. You know, nobody can say how far off we are, family. I don't know. Nobody knows. So can't nobody tell you no particular time, date, or year, or whatever. But it said that day is fast approaching. Okay, and we can see the signs of that. That we can see. Okay. Verse 15 says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they should walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Most High, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. Y'all know what dung is. Verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Most High's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. See, all you rich people, you know, you got your wealth, you're able to afford to go underground to these underground cities you built. It's not going to do you no good in the day of the Most High's wrath. Who you think built the earth? There's not a place on this planet that you can hide from his destruction. He'll just tear the whole earth up while you down in it. Those underground tunnels and cities, that'll be your grave. You know. See, family, and this applies to everybody. I don't care who you are, Gentile, or Israelite, or what. This world, Satan's world, does not care about either one, now, especially us. But this world is going to destroy its own people, too. Let me ask you something, and I'm speaking to my Gentile friends as well as Israel. Has anybody from the government ever sent you a letter or notification of where the underground cities is and made reservations for you to come there when things jump off? Let me know if you got a letter saying that. No, they will not. Everybody goes, you know, and I know there's some people, you know, that think your vote is helping to destroy the people that you don't like, but it's also destroying you too. Nobody's going to be spared. You're just collateral damage too, you know. Only the very, very, very wealthy will be invited to have part in the underground city system. And I mean very wealthy. I don't mean with $1 million. I mean, no, these people are filthy wealthy. They're billionaires or multi-millionaires. So if that's not you, then you're going to be here on this planet when destruction comes like everybody else. Don't think you special. Satan has no love for anybody but those that follow him, and they all going to be destroyed with him. So no, don't think whether you're black or white or Asian or whatever, don't think you somebody special. Everybody goes. They're trying to rid this world from 7 billion people down to 500 million. Think about that. You know, just think that's going to include everybody. From 7 billion to 500 million, that's where they want it down to. All right? So don't think you exempt. I don't care who you are. You go too. So that's why it's foolishness for people to keep having these race riots and, you know, all this stuff against it. You're being played. Because when it goes down, you going too. They don't care nothing about you. They just use this to keep discord among the people in America while they do their dirty work behind your back and make plans behind your back to ultimately destroy us all, especially the Most High's people. Okay? So you need to think about that now and start seeking out the Most High in His truth. No man-made doctrine, none of all this prosperity teaching, all that. Get away from it. Live by the true word of the Most High. That's your only escape out of this. Isaiah 13 verse 9. Behold, the day of the Most High comes, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. See, the Most High is, family, this is no joke, okay? This is just no joke. If it's ever a time to be frightened of the Most High's wrath, it's now. Because these days are winding down fast. You can't wait till the day of the Most High to repent. It's too late then. He's given you a space right now, a space of time to repent. See, you've got that space right now. Because when the day it starts, it's too late. Ain't no need of running. You done lived your life the way you wanted to live, doing all kind of wickedness. Then on that day, try to run and holler about, I repent. No, it's too late. I'm sorry. Do it now. Change now. Okay? Joel chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Most High cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There has not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. It says it over and over and over again. It's not going to ever be anything like this again. It's never been nothing like this destruction before. It just keeps letting you know how bad it's going to be. Now, for those who are, following closely to the Most High's word, we have some assurances out of it. Let's read Psalms 91, and we'll just read verse 5 through 9. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Verse 9, because thou hast made the Most High, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. See, it said, 1,000 gonna fall at your side and 10,000 on your right hand, but it won't come near you. And it says, only with your eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked. Family, most of us, a lot of you that's probably gonna still be alive when the Mashiach comes and Most High's wrath fall, and you'll get to witness it. You'll see the wicked get their reward. All of us won't be asleep when he comes. He tells you that, those that are alive just be changed instantly. But it's going to be people witness it. They'll see it with their own eyes. And I imagine it's going to be a frightening thing to see, too. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 3 and 5. It say, and Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from afar, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. See, it's saying the Gentiles are going to come and, and join on to Israel, the Most High's chosen. See, where was I at? Verse 5, then thou shalt see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. There's your reparation, family. It's a, our hearts are going, when it says that word fear, if you look it up, it means in awe. AWE, of the things that we're going to leave here with, the abundance. It said those things will be converted unto you. So no, we don't need to beg for no reparations. The Most High gonna take it from them. All right? It'd be just like spoils of war. You just go pick up what you want because he done killed them. Isaiah 60 verse 12 say, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. See, it's letting you know those who don't want to serve Israel, don't want to join on, don't want to accept them as the children of the Most High, I'm sorry. He said those nations going to be utterly wasted. See? Malachi chapter 4 verse 1, it say, for behold the day comes that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Most High of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. See, when he kills off these people, he's going to kill it to the root. It won't be nobody else descending from those people. Not going to have to contend with no offspring of them, because he's going to kill them to the root. He said he shall neither leave them neither root nor branch. That's pretty much like Sodom and Gomorrah. Won't nothing grow there now. Right today. It is dead. The Most High killed it to the root. All right? So, that's why I'm saying, family, the time is now. Get your stuff together. Come out of this world system. There's nothing good gonna happen in this world that you need to be a part of. Do what the Most High says to do. And that seek him and repent and turn from your wicked ways. Then he will hear from heaven and heal your land. That's simple. That is simple. You can keep attaching yourself to this world if you want to. Because the Most High said, a friend of this world is an enemy of his. Family, we're in this world. We're not of it, okay? We're to conduct ourselves in the spirit of Mashiach. Obey the law of the land as long as it doesn't contradict the Most High's law. That's where you draw the line. But other than that, we try to live in peace if they will allow us to, you know. Recently, there have been 19 families, I think it is, in Georgia that bought land, a lot of land. You know, and they want to get away from all this stuff. Police killings and all this other, you know, stuff going on. And already they getting criticism from the enemy. Or why they want to be away from us. Why not? We're not going to get any justice. So why not separate from you? You haters? So why not? You should want us to get out from around you. And I'm just talking to the haters, you know, those people who have a hatred for the Most High's people. If that's not you, I'm not talking about you. But I'm talking about the wicked, the evil, the haters. If you hate us so much, why are you mad because these people buy land to get away from you? Does that make any sense? All right? So, okay, family, that's pretty much what I wanted to share today. You know, is, you know, for us to come out from under, you know, there's no need in participating on anything concerning this government. You know, it's not for your benefit at all. I don't care who you are. You think you got an edge, or you think you benefiting, but you're not. You are not. Okay? All right, family. I'll talk to y'all on the next video. Shalom.